I think personally for me, the best part of circles is the networking, the weekly meeting, just meeting new people and just coming together. Like on Thursday nights, sometimes when I get off work, and it feels real good to go to the church. It's in a basement, and everyone's there, happy to see each other most of the times. There's a meal set up. It's kind of like a family setting in a way, you know? It's like you hear about families having a dinner at the table every night, and it's like I never really had that growing up, you know? So it's like kind of like with the circles thing, kind of in a way, in a roundabout way, fills in for that. Like just to come and meet with everybody and just see what's going on. It's not really like no big profound thing every week. It's not like there's a real big project going on all the time. Sometimes it's just we sit around and just talk and see how each other's been. And I think to not get too far off the subject, I think that's probably the best thing for me so far, just building that support network and being someplace where people know me and they really care. It's not no fake smiles when I'm in there. Like if someone's in a bad mood, they're not putting on a fake smile and acting like they're happy. They're just really in a bad mood, and that's okay. I wanted to become a circle leader because at that time in my life there was people that I seen doing positive things, and that was kind of the trail they took, and I thought it would be a good fit. I kind of came into it, not so much to say blind into it, but I didn't really know what I was getting myself into at first. But it seemed like a good thing, and the more I learned about it, the more I liked it, and it was a good fit. I have two allies. Both of them are named Dave. Dave Barry and Dave Cotto. Dave Barry is a professor at Wittenberg, and he teaches German. Something I really like about Dave is our conversations. We go out to dinner. It's not like we gotta plan this stuff out because of circles. Circles started the friendship. That's what circles does. It like intentionally builds friendships. But after it gets started, it kind of just goes on. It takes off by itself. And with me and Dave Barry, it's already at that point. When we just sit down one-on-one and we get intimate and deep conversation, and just I tell him a lot about my history and my past, and he shares the same kind of stories. And it's just really cool to see how somebody so different can go through some similar things as me, and just the comparison. I try to focus on the things that we have in common with each other. So that's some of the good things about Dave Barry.
Well, my involvement with Circles started, I think, just over 2 years ago, when Miguel Martinez Signs, that he invited me along to one of the weekly Circles dinners and after dinner meetings, I came along. I ate with the group, and I made conversation with a few of those who were at that point in the getting ahead classes, and it was difficult. It was challenging. I was talking to people that I probably otherwise would never have met in my life, and as I say, I found it anything but easy. But I was very pleased at the fact that I persevered, and that they seemed willing to have me come back each week. And over the 2 years, it really has become a very important part of my week-to-week existence. And I look forward dearly to meeting with the members of the group each week, to eating with them, to laughing with them, and to learning with them. It's a nice time that we have together.
As the Circles coordinator, I work with matching the circle leader and allies together. I would say that that's probably one of my favorite parts of the work that we do through Circles, is watching those relationships develop. And it's really neat watching the first match meeting when you're introducing an ally or a group of allies to the circle leader family, and everyone's kind of sitting uncomfortably with their hands folded and there's not much discussion, and then following up with that circle 6 months later or a year later, and I am actually the outsider, and I'm the one kind of sitting there and lost in conversation because such strong relationship has been built between the circle leader and ally, and it's just amazing to watch that process take place. Since Carlos started Circles and was matched with allies, he took on a new professional role. He signed on as an AmeriCorps Vista And now he, like I said, has a professional job where he's working in an office environment. He has a car, he has his own apartment, he's gone back to school, and just all around how he spends his time. He's able to focus on exercising now and spending time with people and investing his energy in things that he feels passionate about, and he's not near as much in survival mode anymore. And you literally, I mean, you can tell that in your interactions with him on a daily basis.
The problem about our getting set up within a circle with me as ally and Carlos as circle leader really had to do with my taking the plunge and telling Heather Zalick that I would indeed be willing to contemplate being an ally. Heather had been twisting my arm. She'd been offering me all kinds of deals and suggestions about what sorts of wonderful things could happen. She was really working on me for quite some time. They talked me into becoming an ally. And again, I couldn't be happier with the decision. Carlos is as I said, an extraordinary human being. He's an inspirational figure, and I don't think for a moment that I'm the only person in the group that could say that. I'm not sure how great a learner I am myself in all of this. What I find is most productive and most fruitful as far as my own personal social development is concerned is the manner in which friendships develop among the group, friendships across the classes, and the very fact of those friendships seems to me to be the ultimate benefit. Yes, I suppose I do learn about what it's like to live in marginal poverty. Many of the circles group members will share their stories. It's often heartrending to listen to many of those stories. But the bottom line for me is really the social event and the coming together of people who, as I think I said earlier, would otherwise probably never have run into one another.
Chasing trains, the colored birds above, they're running in circles.